Hello, Joella family. This is Ms. Latore, the guidance counselor here at Joella from pre-K to second grade.
Hello, my name is Ms. Pena and I'm the counselor here at Joella C. Good from 3rd through 5th grade. And today we're going to be talking about Blue Ribbon Month. In 1982, President Ronald Reagan declared the month of April as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Since that time, child abuse and neglect prevention awareness activities, including a Blue Ribbon campaign, have been promoted across America. The Blue Ribbon campaign started in Virginia in 1989 when a grandmother, whose grandson died from child abuse, tied a blue ribbon on a vehicle as a constant reminder to fight for the protection of children. The campaign has grown to such an extent that people throughout the country are encouraged to wear a blue ribbon as a visible symbol of the commitment to keep children safe, to increase knowledge and awareness of child abuse, and to be compassionate toward children. Child abuse, the behavior toward a child by an adult that endangers or impairs the child's physical or emotional health and development, affects all segments of society. It knows no socioeconomic, cultural, ethnic, or religious boundaries.
Each year, over 3 million children are harmed and neglected, and those are only the ones that are reported. Each year, almost 1.8 million children are reported missing. Many of them are abducted from their homes or even their front yards. Every day, more than 3 children in our country die from violence and neglect. Because many of these cases, child violence and neglect go unreported, it is an estimate that actual number of the child victim is 3 times greater. Violence against children comes in different forms: physical violence, neglect, emotional and verbal abuse, abandonment, and even death.
Now we're going to talk about different ways in which you can stay safe. So to start off, one of the very important rules is to always tell your parents or guardian where you're going, who you're going to go with, and at what time you're going to be back.
Yeah, you always have to tell your parents. You cannot just, you need to tell them. You need to ask permission. You cannot just go and don't inform somebody. If you're staying with your grandmother, maybe your parents are working. Your grandmother, you cannot just, somebody called you, come out and meet you outside. No, you don't meet outside. You have to have permission from an adult supervision on all times.
Yes, like that they know where you are and they can keep track of you. Another way to be safe is to use the buddy system. That means not to be outside by yourself. So if you're going to go out and do an activity, be with someone else at all times.
Exactly. Like if you have a friend or something, a neighbor, let a neighbor, don't be in places that there's nobody. That even when you cross the street, you wait for somebody that is around there to cross. Try to always be visible for the neighbors when you are outside.
Yes, and also another important thing is to say no if someone tries to touch you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable or confused. That's something that's very important. Here at school, you not only have myself or Ms. Latoria to talk to, but you also have your parents, your teachers, and other people here that care about you and would help you in situations like this. So it's very important not to keep something like this to yourself, but to share it with us so that we can properly help you.
You know that when somebody touches you, that it makes you feel bad. You have that feeling in your heart. You know that that person, like, I can give you a hug and it's okay, but if somebody else does it and makes you feel, uncomfortable, you have that feeling in your heart. So you need to make sure you tell an adult about that. Or that the same person that is doing it, tell him, stop, I don't feel comfortable, I don't like it, I don't want you to touch me. You need to use your words. We always talk about using your words. That's something you say. You say, stop, no, I don't like it. And if he continues, you can tell the person, I'm gonna tell an adult. So that's another way. You always have to tell the person that is making you feel uncomfortable to stop. If he doesn't stop, you go to an adult.
And also, when this happens, if this is something that does happen and you get touched in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, it's important to know that it's not your fault that this happened. So what you have to do is trust your feelings about the situation and go and, like Ms. Satori was saying, go and seek help and tell someone that can help you in this situation. In this case, it would be a trusted adult, someone that makes you feel safe and comfortable.
And it's never too late to tell someone.
Mhm.
Even it happened before, and the person is around your house, maybe it's a neighbor that always comes, or anybody, you just make sure you tell the parents or whoever you feel comfortable that the person is not making you feel comfortable. Other important thing is for you guys is, and we're talking about safety too, in this, is about to memorize your phone number and your address. Okay, that's very important. Sometimes when I'm here in the office, I ask them, do you know your mom number? No. Do you know your dad number? No. It is very important that you know either one of your relatives' phone number. Even if you stay with your grandmother, somebody, because when you get lost or you are somewhere, that's the first thing. People call the number or text the number, and then we can,
Reach you.
maybe meet you somewhere.
Another thing that's very important is not only to know your address and where you live and your phone number, but knowing how to call 911. That's something, if you're in a very dangerous situation, that's something that you can do. So make sure you know how to do that and how that works, and that number is used only for emergencies. And another thing is know how to make regular phone calls as well. So know, if possible, more than one number. So if we can't reach your mom, if you can reach your dad or someone that you trust, so that we can call them and contact them if something happens to you. And this is not only for here in school, but when you're out, let's say you get lost, this is something that could be very helpful so that we can connect you back to your family.
Also, when somebody knocks the door in your house, do not answer the door. You don't know the person. He can tell you, I know your mom, your dad, she asked me to come pick you up. You said, no, I don't know who you are. I'm gonna call my parents, and you have to make sure people is gonna tell you, oh, I know your mom. Or when you're in school or in a party, in a function, they're gonna tell you, oh, your mommy or your daddy come to pick me up. No, I don't know who you are. That's what, like I said, it's very important to use your words. You say, no, I'm gonna wait for my mom or my dad. And then you talk to a trusting adult, whether it's the teacher, whether it's if you're in a party, an adult around there. They are the ones that are gonna tell you what to do. You always, there's always an adult around for you to ask them, and don't just don't go with anybody that you don't know. Sometimes they're even gonna try to give you like
Yes.
a little chocolate candy,
Yes,
or
they
like a
try to
puppy.
give treats.
Even
Yes.
a puppy. Do not go with anybody that you don't know.
Yes. Teachers, you can go over the rest of the safety tips. There's many more in this brochure that was sent out to you via email. So feel free to go and cover the rest of the safety tips that are here in this brochure whenever possible.
Here in Joella, we are committed to raise awareness about child abuse and promote safety, a safety environment for all our students.
With that in mind, teachers, you will be receiving an email about a school-wide activity that we're going to be doing to commemorate Blue Ribbon Month. That email will be sent out sometime next week. And this activity is going to take place in the Kindness Garden, so we look forward to seeing you all there and participating in this event. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.